Hello and welcome to Light Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, we have the Wurkkos TS26S. This is a 21700 powered, high CRI, everyday carry flashlight. You can find this retailing on Amazon for $52.99, but there's always a coupon. This one had a 20% off coupon, bringing the price down to $42.39. I think there was even a brand promotion later on added for an additional 10% off as they're making this video. So you could get this flashlight for in the $30 range, maybe $38 or $37. So fantastic light for the money. So let's take a look. I'm a brand fan of Wurkkos. I love them. They go Wurkkos for workers. Ever since they came out, I've been reviewing these things. They're a fantastic company. Love them. And they really have, everybody's liking them. So they've really jumped up. Now, I believe it's a company that uses the same styles as Sofern and just changes it up. So they add their own little elements to it. But Sofern is the base company. I believe that makes most of the product. And they put their name on it and they do a lot of tweaking to it. So let's check it out. Here we go. Wurkkos TS26S. Nice box. Always like the boxing to come too. It's very cool. Real clear here. We got LEDs, 519A Nichias. Love them. Color temperature. Rockin. And then I think they even go through like a mini little modes. Here you got eco, low, medium, high, turbo, strobe mode. Very nice. Now this current thing I'll talk about because this has the ability to output as well as input power, which is interesting. You don't see too many flashlights that do that. This one does it. And then there's some contact information and we're done with the box. Took everything out to make this simple. Let's show what you get. You get the star of the show. Cool. Liking it. See, this is so compact, and I'm really a fan of these high-capacity compact flashlights. If you're going to get this type of battery, it's nice to have it in a compact size. I really like it. There's the head there. Look at that. Oh, all business. Look at that. Ooh, yeah. Love the color combination. They did a good job with this one. Let's go over other stuff in the box. You get your standard carry lanyard, a couple extra O-rings, and you get your cable, your USB-A to USB-C. Where's that little guy hiding out there? Yeah, there you go. There's the USB-C, USB-A, and this cable looks fairly long too. I like that. Not those little shorties are like 3 inches. You're like, what the frick? You know what I'm talking about. Ones that come with like cheap power banks. Yeah, I hate that. And then we got the manual. So let's look at it together. This should go pretty quick. It's all on one page pretty much. It's going to go along. So Wurkkos user manual. I was used for posterity. There it is. Illustration. All right, Rockin. And here we go. We got a little mini blurb, if we can bring that in. Versatile flashlight designed for home, everyday carry, outdoor activities. Now, I totally agree with that. I would say more like a home and outdoor activities light because of what it is. It's all flood. It's definitely a great inspection light. So there's your modes, lumens, run times, all right there. We'll go over that again. But in case I missed something, it's all right there. Now, they used a 4,000 milliamp hour battery for these tests. So expect a good, maybe 20% chunk more in time, or maybe 15% depending on the conditions. Because using the included battery in here is a 5,000 milliamp hour, I believe. We'll take it apart again, but I thought it was 5,000. So here we go, specifications. There you are. I love that it does have a flat top 21700. I'm a fan of that. And yeah, these are specs that I'll probably go over. And right here, some of these I probably won't. Like there's a reverse polarity protection. That's important when you're using flat tops because there's no protected circuit on the battery itself. So very good to have. Temperature regulation. So it is regulating temperature and low voltage warning. Sweet. Now you can go from step mode, which is right here. Spending some time on this manual, but give you an idea. Hopefully you can see all that in one shot. Boom. And there's a ramping mode there as well, which we'll cover. And if you look over here, we have a power indication, which is nice. It's got a red-green LED under the switch. And then it's got low voltage protection. Great. 2.7 volt cutoff. Batteries typically don't mind that at all. It's 2.5 where you got to worry about. Some batteries don't like that. I think it's the Sonys that don't like the I could be wrong, but I think it's Sony. But there we go. Recharging and reverse charging. And we'll see if I can demo that as well. And contact. Great. We're done. Let's take this out of the way. Let's go over this quickly. And we'll demo this flashlight. Yeah, get it rocking and rolling. So we'll zoom on down. So I always like to do dimensions. So we are 4 13/16 of an inch in length. I know it's an odd, but it's an exact. And it's 122 millimeters in length. So if you're a millimeter fan, which we all should be, 122 millimeters is easy to say. Head diameter is 1 3/8 of an inch or 35 millimeters. Looking at, I love that. And then the tail diameter is 1 inch or 25 millimeters. So let's do a size comparison. I always like to do this. That's pretty compact. It might just fit without me bringing it back up. Okay, so we have, I got a through night saber. Now this is a AA powered flashlight. It also takes a 14500, which is nice. It comes with it. Getting different colors. And then we have, let's see, a loose 18650 flat top. Just bringing out for size comparison. I have a loose 21700 flat top, Moly cell. These are nice, high output. They can handle, I don't know how many amps, but quite a bit of draw. So you don't have to worry about overdrawing that battery. Low internal resistance. Definitely could take a fast charge, which this does, by the way, in case I forget to mention. And then what else do I have handy? I'm looking for my through night. Oh, here it is. This is the one we're going to try charging too as well. This is an 18650 TC15 version 3. Everyday carry. There's no tactical thing or anything. Just side switch similar to this. So it's your everyday carry. The little rubber boots open on it. I was trying the reverse charging and it works. From the charging this flashlight to that flashlight. That's pretty cool. And we'll do that. So there you go for size comparison. And then I think I have, let's just bring this up a little bit, a couple 21700 powered flashlights just to put up next to it. So let's do that. So one I've been carrying lately has been a Sofern light. Yeah, it's kind of bulky though. And that's this bad boy here. This is the Sofern IF23 Pro. It's got these side lights I don't even use. So I think I'm going to switch out and go to this light from everyday carry just because I like the color temperature much better. It just renders really nicely. And just bring that in and get my color back. Iron Man, he rules. And then this is a great tactical light. This is a TT20. They revised it just recently, and I uploaded that video. You can check it out. But yeah, there you go. For through night, just some competitors that are out there. Again, color's going wonky because I think of this blue. But yeah, there you go. Some comparisons. All right, so let's go over features real quick of the TS26S, and then we'll go to demoing it. So I'm going to bring this back on down. Up close and personal. Let's go over everything about this. All right. So going to the top, you can see it's got a crenulated bezel. A different color, too. They got this like metal gray finish to it. Gunmetal. I love that. And they got this matte black body. It's a good little combo. Glass lens there protecting the 4 LEDs. They each have TIR optics. Very nice. And those optics provide interesting degrees. We got 32 degree spot and 86 degree flood. So it's all about the flood, baby. When you see this thing in action outside, yeah, you'll see how much. It's just a super flood flashlight. And that's kind of what you want when you're walking or inspecting something, this caliber of light. This isn't a thrower. It's not meant to throw at huge distances. But in person, the camera couldn't pick it up. It could definitely light up an area almost up to 100 meters, no problem. You had to squint a little bit at 100 meters, but it did work in person. So, yeah, the LEDs are those 519As that was listed on the box. Color temperature 5000 K. CRI of 95 plus. That's listed on their listing when you go to buy it. So very cool. Oh yeah, loving those. Yeah, a lot of output there. 3100 lumens, gotta love it. So the body's your typical 6061 aluminum alloy with a Type 3 hard anodized finish. Got this really cool like fluted style knurling, which I thought would be uncomfortable to hold, but it isn't bad. Definitely grippy and probably better with gloves. So if you got a gloved hand on this thing, you're really gonna have a good purchase on it because those are pretty deep cuts into this body. So a lot of material here. So very nice. But yeah, I do like that design element to it. Very cool. So we got our head belt clip in one position. It's weird how it just fits around the top here. This does unscrew here, by the way. So I have to turn it. Yeah, I don't want to mess with it, but this does unthread here. And then you can play with how this is attached. So that's nice. And then here, of course, is your tail cap. Now, I believe this is magnetic. Some people love that. Some people hate it. On a small flashlight like this, inspection style, you kind of want it magnetic. Boop. Yep, it's magnetic. Holds this battery up, no problem. So yeah, very cool. And then, of course, I am personally not a fan of how they do this. See the lanyard hook point goes through the base of the flashlight. Now, you could be tail staying this or with the mag base attached, and you have your lanyard there. That might be a little weakness there. And I don't know if that's a good thing or not. It may not be a big deal. I'm more a fan of where it goes through the side. Let's see, like here, like on the one I carry. It goes through the side. See that? Not through the back, through the side. It's funny, I think this is a mag base too, which is ridiculous because this thing is way too heavy for a mag base. I mean, it's a tank. Look at them compared to, I mean, yeah. I gotta change it up. I like the way this thing has super flood with a single LED, but yeah, it's, I don't know. It's what it is, but we'll talk about this bad boy right here. Just back in for colors. All right, great. So yeah, this comes open here. Let's unthread this. You can see the battery. Even has an icon, battery. That's good. And yeah, it should have a 5000. That's what I think I remember seeing. Flat top. It's cool. You can put your own flat top in there. Any flat top works great. I would say I would go with a high discharge, but here you go, 5,000 milliamp hour. So definitely gonna go longer than advertised, but I will give advertised specs for the 4,000 I listed because I'll probably be using this 4200. What did I have? Yeah, here. This is 4200. This is pretty close to their specs. Yeah, I could just fit right in there. The Molly cell, perfect fit. Boom. But yeah, you can see there's a spring down in there, and then of course if you put it in backwards, there's protection. So if you're concerned and you put it in reverse, it will stop it from running, so that's good. So put it the right way, positive first, always. Okay. And then we'll thread these. I think these got nice square threads. A little tension on the springs. There you go. Lubricated nice from the factory. All right, getting going here. All right, great. So we saw that charge port right here, USB-C, of course. I love using these. Now, when you go to charge this, let's say a 3 amp charger, it will take a 3 amp charge. Holy cow, right? All modes are available except for turbo. Anything that goes into turbo mode is reduced. Even the strobe, I noticed, was reduced. The beacon, though, I don't think was, so that's kind of cool. But just so you know, you get your high mode, and maybe I think slightly higher. I forget what it is. It might be like your, in between a high and a turbo. It's not really a dedicated mode, but you'll see when you're using it. It's slightly better than high, but definitely not turbo because they don't want to overheat the battery as you're charging it. But so yes, output. It does charge, so that's fantastic. Let's show that real quick. We'll demo it, and then we'll turn this flashlight on and show you how that works. So anyway, you do have this power output. So I'm going to hook up a USB-C to USB-C cable. Not a smart cable, it's a simple cable. And I don't know if the light comes on here. It's supposed to, but it didn't the last time I did this. Here's the through night. There it is, a USB-C. We'll plug it to this, and you'll notice the charge light goes on the through night. So right now we're using the battery from the Wurkkos TS26S to charge this through night. Very cool. I just thought I'd show you guys that. I thought that was pretty neat. All right, cool. So yeah, but I noticed a fast charge for sure. So if you have low internal resistance, it's nice. If you don't, you might just want to put it on like a 1 amp charger or max 2 amp charger, depending on what you want to do. All right, great. So turning it on and off affair is pretty simple. Click once, turns it on. Once again, turns it off. Click it on, and press and hold, cycles. So you got your modes here. You can see cycling through low, medium, high. Very simple, right? It's your basic step mode. While you're in this mode, you can actually, 4 clicks takes you to ramping mode. So 1, 2, 3, 4, confirmation flash. Now, ramping mode's pretty cool because it'll go all the way to turbo and all the way down to eco, which is 3 lumens, to 3100 lumens. And it remembers the setting wherever you had it between turbo and eco. So you can actually memorize turbo with this light, which you can't with the normal step mode. So now we're on turbo, turn it off. When I turn it back on, there's turbo, instant turbo. So if that's what you want when you're carrying it, very cool. You have it on hand, on tap, ready to go. That's a really cool way to have access to turbo immediate without having to double tap. So, but you can also double tap as well. From off, you got turbo. So let's turn this flashlight back on, go back to step mode. Whoops, went to strobe, excuse me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, bringing it back down to step mode. Press and hold should just be nice clean steps. There you go. And then from on, turbo, double tap, single tap brings you back to normal mode. And then of course, one more, turn it off. And then from off, double tap, goes right to turbo. So yeah, really nice. I do like the ramping mode, as you saw there, that short little demo of ramping mode, because it ramps really smooth. It's a really nice ramping mode. So yeah, the strobe was 3 presses from on or off. So look away if you can handle strobes. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then if you do it again, that's okay. This is an oscillating strobe, so going fast and slow. 1, 2, 3 goes into SOS mode. SOS is 200 lumens versus 3100 lumen strobe. And then we're going to go to a high output beacon, which takes and uses your turbo mode. So 1, 2, 3 again. And now we got this high output beacon. There you go. So, and we're just going to single click to turn that off. Awesome. And if you want to access eco from off, you can just press and hold, and your eco mode is automatically used. So that's cool. Just, press and hold, and boom. Love it. And then if you press and hold, you go into your normal modes. There you go. So now you got extra mode there. I first started up. So yeah, you'll have that. Also, there is a lockout. So 1, 2, 3, 4 locks the flashlight out. Now, the interesting thing I noticed is you can press and hold, and you'll have access to your low, or your eco mode, excuse me, and let go, and it's normal. But I want to also mention that to unlock it, they said 4 clicks, right? Well, if you do 2 clicks, it unlocks it. So you can get to your turbo while it's locked, and it'll unlock the flashlight. So I actually like that. That's really nice. So 1, 2, unlocks the flashlight, you're on turbo, and it's ready to go. Now it's unlocked. So I don't know if that's by design or not, but that's really nice that they do that. And now we're locked back down again. So yeah, interesting how they did that. Okay, great. So we're almost through here, showing you the switch off. I believe that's about it. So yeah, you get your remember last use mode. On the step mode, it's low, medium, or high. You don't get the remember turbo, but you do get that on the ramping mode. So remember, 4 clicks while on takes you to ramping mode, and again back to step mode. Very simple. So if you saw the LED there, red to green. So whenever that turns red, just charge it. No messing around there. So let's go ahead and head to the garage where I took some pictures of this in action. And when I went outside, I took a small video showing the flood. And then we'll come back to a quick benchtop demo and then do final thoughts. So here I am in the garage, 15 feet away from the garage door. The light's on turbo. This is 3100 lumens. Expect 2 minutes before throttling down to 750 lumens. And that'll run 2.5 hours of the battery out. And a throw of a total of 191 meters. Now the flashlight's on high. This is rather interesting how it throttles. It starts out at 750 lumens for 1 hour, which is rather nice. So you'll probably never see it step down. But if it ran longer than an hour for some reason, like you're on a bike ride, it'll go down to 350 after an hour, and it'll run for about 1 hour and 3/4. And then from 350 it goes down to 220 lumens for a remainder another hour and a half before the battery dumps. So interesting how that works. So the high mode is a nice mode to use. You'll have it for an hour. That's fantastic. Expect a throw of 102 meters. Now lights on medium. This is 200 lumens. Expect a runtime of 12 hours, or excuse me, almost 13 hours, 12 3/4 hours, and a throw of 51 meters. Again, step mode, 200 lumens, a very usable mode. I like the handiness of step modes just because it's instant. Turn on the light, click, click, you're there, you're where you want to be. If you want low or medium, real quick. Ramping is nice too, but this is, you can fine tune it with a ramp. But 200 lumens, not bad. Now we're going to low. This is 30 lumens. Expect a runtime of 68 hours and a total throw of 22 meters. A low at 30 lumens is a fantastic setting and really makes that battery last a long time. 68 hours between a charge, that's a lot of time. It's a good setting to have if you're on a weekend out, camping, perfect. And then we have eco mode, like if you're inside small quarters, 3 lumens. Expect a total runtime of 325 hours. That's if you really want to stretch the battery. And a total throw of 7 meters. Actually picks it up on the camera. Sweet. Now I'm going to head outdoors here where I did a little shot of this in action on turbo, where you see distances from 30 feet up to 100 feet on the camera. Anything further, by eye I could see 100 meters, but by camera it was very difficult to see 100 meters. So we'll look at that. Okay, I'm outside with the Wurkkos TS26S. We're going to go right to turbo, 3100 lumens for a distance of 191 meters. I'm expecting a lot of flood. Archway there's 30 feet. Tree behind it's 50 feet. Tree to the left here is 40 feet. And downrange there's a tree in between at 100 feet. All the way down there reflecting is a stop sign at 100 meters. In person, it's definitely lighting up 100 meters. It's just not picking up in the camera. Archway, tree to the left, and then bringing it down. As you can see, tons of flood. That's what 4 Nichia LEDs does. Nice. Okay, pretty cool video. And now let's do a benchtop demo. So I got the 26S on the right, and I got the IF23 Pro on the left, just to kind of show you color temperatures and a little bit of beam angles on these flashlights. And then we'll go show a little bit more of this, and then we'll do final thoughts. So let's go ahead and turn these lights off. It's always nice, just to get an idea. All right, so I'm going to use the Wurkkos on my right first. I'll bring that in. Some high CRI happening. Now I have another deck of cards, so you can see the color rendering of this flashlight. Nice color rendering. It's key here. It's just nice. Doesn't wash anything out. I'll bring it a little bit better. Yeah, bring it in from the edge. Now this is on low. Give you an idea. Okay, and now I'm going to bring in the Sofern. So it's on low. It's got a more spill, of course. It's got a wider angle. But you can see it washes out the colors. Here's the Wurkkos. Nice color rendering. Look at that. Fantastic. Here, not just the brightness washing it out, but the camera is trying to auto-adjust the color. But definitely getting washed out with the Sofern. Definitely nicer looking with the in person, the Wurkkos. Oh yeah, that is beautiful. Loving it. Okay, so we're going to turn off the Sofern. All right, great. So let's go ahead and aim the 26S at the ceiling and go through the modes. So we're just going to go through the step modes. So we're on low, medium, high, 750 lumens. Then we go to turbo, 3100 lumens. Yeah, it lights up the entire room. No problem whatsoever, reflecting off the white ceiling. Yeah, this is nice. The ceiling's probably about 8-foot ceiling. So yeah, there you go. And then bring it down to the bench. Let's bring it back down to low. There you go. There's the bench on low. And I'm holding it about, I'd say, 2.5 feet off the desk. And then cycle. It tends to want to adjust, of course. Boom. It's exactly what it looks like in person. And then we got eco mode, so let's go to our eco. Oh, press and hold. Your eco mode. Very nice. 3 lumens. 3 lumens is quite a bit. Now I wish it had more of a sublumen, but this is okay. I'm good with this. Low, medium, high. All right, and we're a radio channel, so radios come out to play in our day. Turn this on.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know where we are nationally, but in the Big 12, we have the best effective field goal percentage when you count 2s and 3s, and so I feel like we can control the possession battle because we have a pretty efficient offense. That gives us the best chance to win. So those are things that we are constantly mindful of and constantly trying to make sure it's on the forefront of everyone's mind.
One more game before the Big 12 tournament begins next week. You've got Utah at home to close it out this weekend. Biggest message to the team as we prepare for postseason play?
Okay, so I'll talk about that.
Well, I think just trying to be sharp in what we're doing.
Turn that off. Skywave 2, by the way. Great radio. If you guys are into radios and your flashlights, these go together pretty good. Okay, so what I noticed RFI-wise, this light doesn't produce much at all. It's very low on the eco mode and turbo, as you notice. Now, you're not going to use turbo, you'll melt your radio. But at least the eco is the one you're going to use on a radio in the dark, because the radios aren't usually very large. This will be fine with 3 lumens. And yeah, it works fantastic because it's minimal RFI. Now, if you're using the other modes you heard, low, medium, high, had issues with having that. You heard a whine coming out of this. It was definitely strong on low. And a little bit on the high. But again, eco was nice. And in the middle range, the medium was okay. So otherwise, yeah, nice for us radio guys. So final thoughts on the 26S. Bring it down. TS26S. I don't think they have many 26Ss. I think this is just adding numbers and letters. I don't know what this means. If anybody knows what TS26S is, let me know. I couldn't tell you. So anyway, yeah, what do I like? Let's see. Nichia LEDs. Hello, that's a no-brainer, right? You guys buying this flashlight are probably buying it for the LEDs. Holy cow, you get 4 of them, the 519As, which are just amazing high output, and a nice flood it produces. I'm also a fan of this beam pattern. Fantastic. For a walk, you saw that outside. It's perfect. You get this nice wide area. Nothing's going to sneak up on you. That's the nice thing about it. The fact it runs on my favorite batteries, the flat tops, 21700, 18650. If you had an adapter, probably would work. Something to think about. If they make an adapter for this, but I'm sure you can get one. But yeah, there you go. Something to think about. That's a nice thing. You got the options. But anyway, yeah, it'd be cool if it came with an adapter. I remember some flashlights having adapters. That would be interesting. That's a want. Okay, we'll add it to my want list. That's next. But yeah, love that. So what else? Fast charging. Yeah, 3 amp charger. Wow. It says 2 amp, but also power out. It can power out to a phone or to another flashlight or emergency device like a radio. You can quick charge something. Probably for a phone would be the best for this. You got like a mini power bank right here. So hey, that's a included thing you don't have to include, but they do. I like that. That's very nice. Comfortable to hold. Like I mentioned, not too bad. Those are deep cuts, so if you have gloved hands, even better. But not too bad to hold. I like it. It's compact. Definitely feels more comfortable in holding this thing. This thing just feels weird. It's this clunky, like half oval, flat top thing. Just, I don't know, feels alright, but just it's clunky compared to this. This definitely feels better in the hand. So definitely kudos for that, because you're going to be holding it, right? I like the ramping mode. The mode memory is really nice on here. Premium feel. This thing feels well made. I mean, I handle a lot of flashlight guys, as you know. If you go search light waves, you'll see I've reviewed quite a few flashlights. I know my flashlights, and this one just feels premium. I mean, again, it's a silver and bill with the Wurkkos embellishments and adds to it, and it's just fantastic. I love it. So, in the beacon mode, I really like that bright beacon mode. I mean, that's going to be very important if you're lost in the woods or something, and there's like search and rescue going on. You got a beacon like that, that'll definitely get you saved. So dislikes and wants. A more secure lockout, I guess. I mean, if you're carrying this in your pocket, which you probably are, that lockout, I mean, having double tap, I mean, it's pretty hard to double tap it in your pocket, but there's a possibility, and it goes on to turbo in your pocket. That could be an issue. So I personally, myself, would like it so it took 4 to unlock it. That's just me. Having 2 to unlock it, maybe it's an oversight, because it didn't say in the manual 2 to unclick it. It just said 4 to unlock it. So maybe when they see this video, they'll check out their UI and fix it. But that's what it is right now. Hopefully they do something like that. This lanyard hook point, I'm not a fan, as you guys know. Oh, something fell over there. Lanyard hook point. And then the metal side switch would be nice. So if they took this and made this metal, I really dig the metal. I mean, like on this one here, this is all metal. Really like that. And if they could do it with something like this, that'd be sweet. You know, Todderbert does it with their little tiny, little tiny button, metal button. I like the metal buttons versus silicone buttons. That's just me, personally. I don't know about you guys, but for the wear factor, I think the metal has it hands down, but little things. So overall, a decent inspection light that is perfect for evening walks. Perfect for evening walks. I mean, I can't stress that enough. And then, of course, inspection. If you're running around the house trying to look at colored wires and you're trying to wire something up, you're not going to miss red for green or yellow because the CRI is not there. You got this CRI 95. It rocks. So I hope you enjoyed this video of the TS26S. Hopefully I gave you a good presentation of what you can expect when you own this bad boy, or you're going to pick one up. And again, check out those coupons and those percentage off. You can look at the affiliate links down below. Support the channel if you want. Really cool if you guys do that. I know a lot of you do. Pick one up. I think, like I said, there's 20% off coupons. There's there's a 10% promo code when I was making this video. So hopefully it's all still there to get this thing pretty cheap. If I come across any deals, any extra codes, I'll put them there as well. So definitely keep an eye out down there. It'll help you out, save you some money, right? Awesome. 2, if you like Wurkkos brand, make sure to hit subscribe to the bell icon, get notified. And 3, comment below what you think about the TS26S. Is it on your radar? Is it something you want? Do you like the idea of high capacity 21700 in your pocket, compact? Does this work for you? No pun intended, but you get what I'm saying. All right, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in my next awesome video.